Sadistic Penguin Studios presents It's Getting Drafty in Here.
Drafty old farm.
The show of drafting random nonsense.
I choose business ethics.
And now, coming to you from his basement, a.k.a. Draft Headquarters, your host and draft master, Magnificent Stan.
Hello, welcome to episode 64 of It's Getting Drafty in Here. I am your host, Magnificent Stan. Today is Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. Today we're going back into the movie realm. We're doing comedy movies in a kind of a unique way for this show. I'll just introduce the guests first. Joining me, Kevin's back, our buddy Kevin. How you doing, pal?
Hi, Brian. Thanks for having me.
Always, pal. And also joining us from All Sports Scene, we have our boy Sam Reeves. What's going on, buddy?
Hello. Thank you for letting me be here, I guess.
Nice to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you, Kevin.
So we did have a fourth, but unfortunately Sean was a little under the weather, couldn't get through here tonight. So it's just gonna be the three of us. What we did is each of us picked a comedy actor. And what we're doing tonight is drafting movies from those comedy actors. So each of us has to draft a movie for each actor. Sam chose Adam Sandler. Kevin chose Robin Williams. We're keeping Sean's selection in here, which was Ben Stiller. And then I took John Candy. So we're gonna push through with 4 rounds for the three of us. I mean, it's pretty simple. Each of us, like I said, each of us has to pick a movie for each actor. So, yeah, let's just dive right in. Sam, rock and roll.
All right. So this was pre-show, but Brandy kind of yelled this one in the background. So I'm going to start with the John Candy film, and that is, in fact, Spaceballs.
Fucker. Brandy, damn it.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was in it until Brandy said.
Seriously?
No. No, Spaceballs is an all-time gem, obviously, and having him play Barf, being just pretty much playing himself, kind of dressed as a dog, is hilarious.
He's one of the pieces that makes that movie. And it's just his comedy on the end is just very like out in front, just very like I'm a dog. These are things that dogs do, you know, like my tail wags and
It's got a mind of its own. I can't control it, you know.
Yeah. I mean, Mel Brooks knocked that one out of the park, and hopefully, Josh Gad is going to knock the.
I'm so terrified of this.
I'm not, because Mel Brooks is involved. Mel Gibson is involved.
Mel Gibson's directing.
He thinks you should be taking your ivermectin as you're writing Spaceballs. So yeah, I mean, Mel Brooks is still involved in it, and I don't think he would let them push on without at least some type of idea that is going to be successful.
Yeah, it just won't have that same feel of the time that it came out in and everything too.
I'm picturing a Spaceballs sequel directed by Mel Gibson. It's kind of similar to Passion of the Christ.
Yeah. Passion of the Barf. It's just about how John Candy died.
Spaceballs 2, The Passion of Lone Star.
Lone Star. Your Schwartz is as big as mine. Right on.
But yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a simple slam dunk one.
He's big.
I like I said in pre-show, I feel like there's like 3 John Candy movies that you really can't go wrong with. So
Uncle Buck.
Yeah. Is that what you're gonna pick here, or
No.
Am
I next? Buck? Oh, Sean was gonna be next.
Yeah, Sean actually won the lottery, so
yeah.
Sean. Okay.
Yeah. You can just go, Kevin. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't mean to butt in here. First, I want to make a point that I'm doing this draft in protest because Brian Nick's one of my picks.
Look, man.
I originally
Look,
selected.
No. Let's get this out in the open real quick here, because
No.
I let my guests do a lot of shit, but we're not picking Kirk Cameron movies, man. That's not fucking happening.
Kirk Cameron, whose biggest role is Mike Seaver, a comedic role in Growing Pains, and if you're going to try
What about like Father Like Son, with Dudley Moore?
You haven't watched Saving Christmas, clearly.
Do me a favor, Kevin. Show me that smile again.
Show me that smile.
Fine. So in response to that, I'm going to start with Robin Williams. Since Brian insisted that we pick comedic actors, I'm going to go with the one I picked in Robin Williams, and I'm going to go with a movie he's famously hilarious in Awakenings.
Oh God.
I know there's a lot of young people that watch this pod, so I'll do the synopsis. It's the story of a doctor's extraordinary work in the 60s with a group of catonic patients he finds languishing in a Bronx hospital. Speculating that the rigidity may be akin to extreme form of Parkinson's, he seeks permission to use this treatment on them that helps. And it's hilarious.
Who plays the head nurse in that movie?
Shoot, I know Robert De Niro is the other lead in it. The head nurse is
it's Marge fucking Simpson, buddy.
That's
Julie
right.
Kavner.
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
And it's just laugh a minute,
Jesus.
and I think 1990, really probably the funniest movie from 1990. I anytime I'm feeling, down, I throw on Awakenings and just
laugh and laugh.
Picks me right up. So, it's
this guy in a coma. He's really funny. You gotta wait until he wakes up, and then he goes back into a coma. It's so fucking funny.
He comes out of it and goes, "Why that?"
I mean, if you can't find Parkinson's funny, then I'm sorry. So that's my
Kevin.
pick.
Wait, Parkinson. You look shook, Kevin.
I was gonna say we're off to a shaky start.
Show me potato salad.
Richard Karn, baby.
Louis Anderson, show me boobs.
Show me boobs. Come on, that's a good Louis Anderson impression.
That was pretty
Give me
good.
a little credit there. All right.
So Awakenings.
Not as funny as 1 hour photo.
1 hour photo. That was on my list too. That was really good.
This is true, actually. After every show, I have to burn this seat. Anyhow. All right. I'm gonna actually use up the 2 actors that you guys picked because I don't want to get stuck with something I don't want. So I love Spaceballs, but my favorite John Candy movie is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And again, what's funnier than an old widower that's homeless?
Right.
The only Thanksgiving movie that's really worth your time.
Son-in-Law?
Oh yeah, Son-in-Law. Fine. Sorry.
I almost took Pauly Shore as my actor for tonight, but that would have been
Weasel.
That would have been on Kirk Cameron because I'm pretty sure I've known Kevin for 25 years.
Yeah,
probably longer than that. Probably longer than that.
Like 70 years.
I'm fairly certain you've never seen a Pauly Shore movie. Am I correct in saying that?
I've seen Son-in-Law.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that was pre-Brian.
PB.
Yeah. Back in my Awakenings days.
Yeah. You watch Awakenings and then boom, right into Encino Man, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Him and Steve Martin were magic together.
Fantastic.
It's sad that they weren't able to do anything else because if you hear Steve Martin talk about John Candy, they had a very, very close, awesome relationship, and very, very sad what happened to John Candy. I mean, a lot of it was brought on by alcoholism and other issues that he had, but yeah, those two are magic together in terms of comedy. Those aren't pillows. So
many funny moments, but the part where they reveal that John Candy's wife died, man, that is
splitting, man. It's just splitting.
If they would have had cameras in the movie theaters like they have now, you would have heard everybody laughing.
They don't make movies like they used to.
It's like you get the laugh track in the background. He's like, I don't have a home.
They're like, ah! Oh, Dell up to his old tricks.
Don't you miss laugh tracks in TV shows?
No.
No. You want to see the worst laugh track ever? Watch the show. It was only on for 2 seasons. No, well, that's a good one too. But Sports Night, which is Aaron Sorkin's first show, the first season they have a laugh track, and it's not that kind of comedy. Like it's very thought provoking.
I forgot it had a laugh track. It's very disorienting.
It's really rough, and they get rid of it after like maybe 6 or 7 episodes, and the show gets way better. But it's like, and the laugh track, it seems like there's 5 people just sitting in the studio, like laughing in the background. There's like a dude eating a sandwich at the table. Like, so,
although imagine like a show like Friends without a laugh track.
Yeah.
Kind of awkward, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean back then they had to like dictate how you laughed, basically, or when you laughed. Okay, I'm gonna go Robin Williams here, and probably one of my 4 or 5 favorite comedies of all time. I'm gonna go with The Birdcage. Just hilarious. Again, him and Nathan Lane, just like Martin and Candy, just feeding off each other. Like, it's sad that they never did anything else together, really. Yeah. That's a movie you really would have a very hard time making these days, but fucking fantastic.
Especially because Robin Williams is dead.
That's a good point, Kevin. Wait, what happened? Robin Williams, the comedian?
When did he die?
The New York financier.
Jeffrey Epstein, the New York financier? Yeah, Birdcage, Gene Hackman, Diane Weiss, like just the whole thing. Yeah, she's great in everything. Like if I was a movie producer or a TV producer, my goal in life would be to make sure Diane Weiss works if she wants to, because she can do anything she wants.
Nathan Lane actually did want to work with Robin Williams again in The Producers, but they ended up casting Will Ferrell for that role that they were going to give to Robin Williams.
Oh, interesting.
So that would have been the only other time I think they would work together.
I found out the other day that he was originally he had accepted the role of Joker in the first Michael Keaton Batman movie because they didn't think Jack was going to take the job, but Jack ended up taking it like right after Robin Williams had agreed to do it. Mm-hmm. So that would have been way different, but
yeah.
I see Robin Williams as more of a Riddler than a Joker, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a little more whimsy involved, you know.
You make him a good Killer Croc, though.
Robin Williams is Batman.
Hey, I'm Bruce Wayne. Hey, now I'm Batman.
Fussy.
Fussy. Michael Kidd, Madonna.
Good morning, Gotham.
All right, Kevin, what do you got with your round 2, bud?
I'm gonna go with Adam Sandler.
Oh no!
I honestly haven't seen a ton of Adam Sandler movies. I was gonna go with I thought like Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore, the popular ones, but I'm gonna go with Reign Over Me.
Ah, God damn it! I knew it.
Not well known, so I'll go over the recap Charlie Feynman is played by Adam Sandler, who lost his family in the terrorist attacks of 9/11. Still grieves over their deaths. He runs into his former college roommate, Alan Johnson, who's played by Don Cheadle, and the two rekindle their friendship. Alan himself is feeling the strain of family and professional responsibilities, and his renewed bond with Charlie gives both men a strength to carry on, turning point in their lives. Really, I
Just a gut buster.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the synopsis speaks for itself. Just a comedy for the ages.
Very formulaic.
Yeah, I looked to see if it was directed by the Farrelly brothers, but it turns out it wasn't. But just a classic, and really shows the range of Adam Sandler.
Who else was in that? Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
I've never actually watched the whole thing.
I have
his best comedy comedy movie since Hotel Rwanda.
I can't get it. You've I'm like incapacitated now, Kevin.
I apologize in advance for what I'm about to do, but my favorite part of the movie is when Adam Sandler finally talks about what happened to his family. And he said, there was a plane coming over, and then with the building. And
9/11.
Jesus Christ. Did you guys watch the Golden Globes at all?
Yes.
Oh, Chalamet. Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Did you see that, Kevin?
I did that part, yes.
Chalamet. Oh man. I knew you were gonna do something like this.
What's he's like saying that? I was like, oh, please don't pick it. Please don't. It's either this or Punch Drunk Love. I figured.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Punch Drunk Love, but Reign Over Me was probably the better selection.
It is.
I watched the Mattress Man commercial today, actually. Speaking of Punch Drunk Love.
Oh.
You remember the Mattress Man?
I do.
Yes.
I kind of do.
There's an actual commercial out there. Philip Seymour Hoffman falling off a roof. Look it up.
Interesting. I will do that. All right, Sam, what do you got? What do you got here? You got two.
I'll go Ben Stiller first, and I will take Tropic Thunder. A movie about the making of a war movie, starring Robert Downey Jr. as an Australian who undergoes pigment surgery to be a black sergeant in the 60s and got nominated for an Oscar for it.
He did, yeah.
Yes, he did. The best part about that whole thing.
A lot of people, I think that movie I thought was fucking hysterical.
Oh,
it was unique.
amazing.
And yeah, it was unique and it was everything. Yeah. Everybody went a little too nuts over the Tom Cruise thing. Like it was funny as hell.
I thought he was great at that. It's just because you've never seen Tom Cruise have fun before.
Yeah.
That was the first time he ever had fun, it looked like. And of course he went way over the top with it.
And
watch it again. I haven't watched it in a long time.
So good.
And hats off to Steve Coogan. His turn is, an explosive performance.
I have one of my favorite stories about this movie is we went to go see it in theaters. My mom, my two brothers, and myself. And I don't know if you've not seen the movie. It starts off with trailers of like the people that are in the movie. So the first thing you see is these women dancing in very short shorts and bras. And I love the pussy dripping down to the floor is the song that keeps repeating itself for the energy drink Booty Sweat. And that kid cuts to black after that thing. And this woman in front of us just goes, "What the hell was that?" And it was my grandma. She was sitting in front of us. We had no idea. And I just hear this woman go, "What the hell was that?" And I was like, "Grandma?"
Wow.
It was a random thing that ever happened. It was so funny.
That's
But yeah, I
phenomenal.
mean, Jack Black in that movie, Ben Stiller, Matthew McConaughey playing Ben Stiller's agent is fantastic.
Yep.
Oh man, just Bill Hader,
What was the character that he played? The
Simple Jack.
Simple Chats. I couldn't remember the name. Oh man, they make him after they capture him. They make him do the whole
Yep.
thing.
Oh god,
You never go full retard.
never go there. Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. You don't come back from that.
Oh man, that grandma
Ah.
story is hilarious, dude.
Oh my god, it was like we literally just started laughing. We're like, what?
Did she go there by herself or what?
No,
How did
she was with my grandpa, but like we had it was so dark we didn't even like see anything. I just went pitch black and we just hear this woman. I was like, Grandma? It was so fucking funny.
All right,
Yeah,
dude,
I
you got,
Tropic
you got
Thunder's
loaded.
on a loop. Gotta watch it again. All right.
Yeah, I literally haven't watched it since I think I've seen it like 2 or 3 times, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
I'm torn between 2 with Adam Sandler here. But I'll take Happy Gilmore.
I figured the golfer would want to take Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, it was between that or The Longest Yard for me. So,
Are
Happy
you looking
Gilmore's
forward
a
to the
classic.
sequel?
Yeah, we'll see. I think it's just going to be a lot more cameos than anything, which is whatever. I mean, you can't expect much after 20-something years of the first one coming out. So,
Do you know who plays his son in the sequel?
I haven't seen that. No.
A wrestler by the name of Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Oh my god.
The only wrestler Sam knows is Happy Gilmore's son.
Oh, I can't wait to watch him free Palestine in this movie.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore's a classic, man. You can't
Yeah,
really go wrong
I
with
mean,
it.
Christopher McDonald, I was obviously going to reprise his role again, and it's so funny just how much of that movie is still like iconic today. Like people still quote it to this day, and
I wanna kiss you all over.
and it's never not funny when you turn it on. You're just like, yep, I'll watch Happy Gilmore. It's on. Why not? It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, and
gets-
was Julie Bowen reprising her role too, so that'll be fun to see how they develop that story and everything too. So
No Carl Weathers though.
why not? What?
Hey, what happened?
You
That's
really got
okay.
a stew going in that movie.
Baby, you got a stew going.
You got a stew going. I want to take
get
Carl Weathers acting classes.
You get some carrots, baby. You got a stew.
Oh, whoa! What do you do with that? Don't take that bone. Say that.
We should have had you on the Arrested Development episode.
Oh, baby.
That was a good one.
That was a full one. We had 4, and we were like all talking over each other.
Oh, it was
and,
great.
like,
It was fantastic.
crying, laughing the whole time. All right, Kev.
I struggle with this one, but gonna go with Ben Stiller. And obviously got to take Permanent Midnight. His role in 1998. Everybody knows Permanent Midnight, obviously.
Oh, of course.
Directed by David Velaz, who also did the screenplay. Again, a little dated here, so I'll read it. As television writer Jerry Stahl becomes more successful, his heroin habit grows worse. Already using when he comes to Los Angeles, Stahl finds problems intensify when he moves in with his friend Nikki, also an addict. And really, maybe his funniest performance other than Reality Bites.
All right.
Hey, he is a comedy writer in the movie.
Nothing's funnier than heroin. I mean,
Yes. It's hilarious.
Have you ever done heroin? It's so funny.
I've only seen it in movies, but everybody doing it looks like they're just
Having the time of their
greatest
life.
time.
Agreed.
I didn't.
Agreed. I didn't. The dog, you must have crawled under there for
Called
warmth.
another warmth.
All we know about heroin, we learned from Christopher Moltisanti.
That's all we need to know. Yeah, as Jack says there, heroin brings the laughter.
And your hair was in the toilet water. Disgusting.
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 We should have went to Roy Rogers. Oh man, I have seen Permanent Midnight. It's been probably since it came out. It wasn't a bad movie. I mean,
Yeah, that's why I picked it.
I love the title. Permanent Midnight.
It's very Michael Scott.
Yeah. A threat level permanent midnight.
threat level Permanent Midnight.
So that's what happens when you're on heroin. It's just permanently midnight.
All right. I got my two here. I'm gonna go Ben Stiller first. Let's go back to 2001. My buddy Kevin here and I went to the movies, and we saw this together. We were the only ones. Yeah, Madagascar 3. No, we were the only ones laughing in the theater
At Madagascar 3?
because it was a bunch of old people that thought it was some type of art movie or something. But I'm going Royal Tenenbaums.
Boom.
Wasn't sure if you're going that or Zoolander.
The scene in Royal Tenenbaums when, and it doesn't involve Ben Stiller, but the scene with the Wilson brothers with the guys on the ATVs in the background. I swear to God, Kevin and I almost passed out laughing at that scene, and everybody in the theater is like staring at us, like, "What the hell's wrong with these guys?" But
You say you're on mescaline?
I did indeed. I've been messed up all day. He's got like a stack of porn just sitting there like, while he's talking. It's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Why are these people laughing? This is a Wes Anderson film.
I think that is the ultimate ensemble cast. Is that movie?
It's insane.
It's absolutely incredible. Every single character in that movie, Wes Anderson, just fucking genius. I know some people don't consider it his best movie. I don't even think it's anywhere close. It's that at the top.
I mean,
I say
Mr. Fox. I mean,
I say unironically one of Gene Hackman's best performances.
Yeah. I mean, and it's funny considering all of the legendary roles that guy's had, but yeah.
The movie is so stacked that they had to just give Alec Baldwin the narrator role. Like, we can't have you in it, just narrate it. We already have too many freaking A-listers in this movie.
Kevin, did you just call me Coltrane? No.
No.
Oh.
We should have done this pod in all Ben Stiller red tracksuits from Royal Tenenbaums.
I have a red tracksuit, so I should have. I could have gotten like
and
an
you could done your
afro
fro.
wig.
Yeah, you could done your fro from your perm.
Yeah.
I don't think I can grow my hair to the point where I can get a perm anymore because I'm old.
It'll just take a while.
Unfortunately, yeah. No, I could do it. All right, and then finally, Adam Sandler. I gotta go Billy Madison.
Classic.
Billy Madison is like it's the movie of our generation, the comedy movie of our generation. I'm talking to Kevin when I say that because Sam, you're a little younger than us. But when I went to go visit my sister at college, that's all we did was drink beer and watch Billy Madison like over and over and over again. It's one of those movies you could watch 700 times and still think it's fucking hilarious.
Yep.
When the clown wakes up from his coma,
But you thought that I was dead.
I like piss myself like pretty much every time I see it. And then like his buddy who's spraying like the kid with the
Kid with
hose,
the
like, stop it! And he's like, Darren McGavin is the dad is fucking perfect.
Norm Macdonald with a very understated
Yeah,
role.
Norm Macdonald with like 7 lines and they all kill.
Billy, I just remembered.
Wait, where the hell's Billy?
Who would you rather bone?
No.
Jack Nicholson or Meg Ryan? Jack Nicholson now or 1974? 1970 was it
Meg
78? He's like Meg Ryan. He wants so does that imply he wants to fuck old Jack?
Who wouldn't?
You're watching TV. Wait,
that could be someone else.
Jim
Hey,
Downey
Sideburns,
does
you want
the
some of this
whole,
milk?
you get 0 points speech.
And they got
Simple
him.
no would have been fine, but all right. Tim
Yeah,
O'Leary.
and that was his breakout role too. I mean,
Right.
and it did piss poor at the theater. Like it died at the theater, but once it hit the rental market, yeah.
I think
I
it probably
have-
came out around the same time as his album. Or his comedy album.
I think that came out a little bit later, but yeah,
Was it? Okay.
I saw him live. It was awesome. It was fucking hilarious in high school. But yeah, I mean, he was already a star on SNL, but
Yeah,
once he
but for
got
like
in the movies,
film, yeah. Yeah, I've seen Sandler do stand up twice now. It's great.
that actually might be a decent draft or movies that bombed that are great.
Could be good.
That's a good
it's a lot-
example.
I mean, like Office
Karate-
Space bombed, didn't it?
Office Space was terrible to theater. Karate Kid was a fucking just horrible bomb. I think I'm trying to remember. There's a John Hughes movie. I think it might have been 16 Candles that did not do very well. And then once it got on like HBO, it got huge.
Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar did not make any money at all.
That's the opposite. It made a lot of money, but it's a bad movie.
It's a bad movie. Yeah, Shawshank's a good one too, Yump. Speaking of Shawshank, they discussed Shawshank on At the Show podcast last Friday. Check it out on Sadistic Penguin Studios.
Spoiler alert, man.
That was a good
Shawshank
drop right
also hilarious.
there. Yes,
Classic
very
comedy.
funny, very funny.
If only we had put David Proval as an actor, we could have picked.
I mean,
I laughed
Boggs, come on.
I laughed my ass off when that old guy hangs himself. I mean, it's just knee splitting, you know.
Get busy living or get busy laughing.
Ha! Oh man, Kevin, John Candy.
Oh God.
Um,
I'm gonna go hide.
so
He
many to
can't-
choose from.
He can't
And I
pick
was gonna-
planes, trains, automobiles.
I was going to take planes, trains, and automobiles. And I really so it leaves me with a really tough choice. I really loved Uncle Buck, one of my favorite comedies, and we showed it to my son recently. But I'm gonna have to go with his role as Dean Andrews, an attorney from Louisiana in JFK. If you are,
I venture to say like 90% of people didn't even know that John Candy was in JFK.
I did not.
kills it in JFK. JFK, it's about the assassination of President John F. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy, the millionaire playboy.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
From New England, and
Chowder.
yes. So this is about the digging into the assassination attempt and trying to find a solution. It's directed by a real stable gentleman named Oliver Stone.
Very normal. No coke.
yes.
No cocaine. No
No.
cocaine.
And really, I mean, you could focus on the performances of Kevin Costner and the many other big time actors in that movie, but John Candy steals the show as Dean Adams Andrews, and probably his most famous role. So
By far.
All right. Yeah. I can't disagree with that. I mean, the murder, the assassination of a president, that's just comedy. I mean,
Brian, you laid the ground rules quite clear with the nixing Kirk Cameron, that we had to focus on comedy here. And so I'm just giving what you asked for.
It's true.
So
Wow, this movie had such names as Joe Pesci in it.
I've never heard of him.
He's that short guy, always talking funny.
the guy from Home Alone, right?
Yeah, Bobcat Goldthwait, that guy.
Yeah.
This is a really good draft. I like it a lot.
Bob Goldthwait and Goodfellas.
Wasn't Bobcat in what was that movie? Raging Bull.
Yeah. He was Jake LaMotta.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh yeah,
Bobcat Goldthwait.
big Bobcat guy.
Wait, what? He was really good in Gangs of New York.
We should do that. You know that game that everybody plays with the Muppets. You know, replace. You know,
Yeah.
keep one guy and replace everybody. Replace every keep everybody except pick one actor to be played by Bobcat Goldthwait.
It's funny you say that because we're actually in 2 weeks we're doing movies where each of us has to pick. Well, it's a movie draft, and you have to pick one actor from that movie, and that's the only actor that stays, and the rest is cast by Muppets. So
Okay, no, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, Passion of the Christ, except Jesus is played by Bobcat.
Oppenheimer, but Bobcat Goldthwait plays Einstein.
Oh boy.
You once came to me asking if we'd destroy the whole world.
You sound like Yoda.
I know.
Schindler's List, but Schindler's played by Bobcat.
That's the second Schindler's List reference between the three of us today. Not one. What the first one wasn't on the show though. So
Jurassic Park, but the T-Rex is played by Bobcat Goldthwait. I'm a T-Rex.
I'm gonna eat you to death. Kevin and I went to high school with a guy that would make voices like that, and it always cracked us up.
Are you sure you didn't have Tourette's?
His family owns a very, very popular local seafood chain, and I won't mention which one it is.
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
No, Red Lobster.
Long John Silver's.
I said local. But all right, Sam, you got Robin Williams.
Okay.
Close this sucker out.
Another one in between two, but we'll go with the obvious, and that's Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah. Wanted to pick that or Hook, but I would go with Mrs. Doubtfire.
B movie with Bobcat.
One of my favorite memes on the internet is at the pool scene of Pierce Brosnan walking away and Mrs. Doubtfire
Hits him in the head with an avocado.
They're like, this is one of my favorite James Bond films.
We always say it in my office, like when someone walks back, "Oh, it was a run by fruiting."
Oh,
whenever I do it, I sound Jamaican for some reason.
Like Paul Rudd and I Love You Man. Why does everything I do sound like a leprechaun?
Slap in the bass, man.
Had to be quite a
dear.
performance to overshadow one of the Lawrence brothers.
That's true. Matthew Lawrence having an up and coming role right there.
And the
When he-
Matilda girl.
Yeah, Matilda. I don't even know who the older daughter was played by.
Bobcat.
Replace the older daughter and Mrs. Doubtfire with Bobcat Goldthwait.
Mom, I think that maid's got a dick. It's a classic movie. Another one that they'd have trouble making today, but
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a very sad premise, but it's very funny.
Yeah, that would have fallen right into Kevin's plan pretty well.
Right.
That one. Have you ever seen the? So there's a guy that takes movie trailers and like twists them around and makes them horror movies.
Yes.
There's one for Mrs. Doubtfire and it's
God.
hysterical.
Oh god.
It's absolute like the part where he's like looking over like something. It's just like the look on his like the vacant look on his face because all the fucking makeup. It's like this guy's gonna stab somebody.
Mhm.
But Mrs. Doubtfire, but with raptors.
So wait, who are the Raptors? The kids?
Everyone is Raptors except Mrs. Doubtfire.
Except Robin Williams. He's running around.
No, it's
Oh no, they're gonna eat me.
except Harvey Firestein. It's a raptor.
I'm so happy. Kevin and I went. We're hanging out a couple of weeks ago, and Kevin and I, when we're drinking, gets a little goofy, and we were talking about putting Harvey Firestein into like every famous movie role ever, and just thinking about like how he would be like Vito Corleone or like
God,
pretty fucking funny.
Harvey Firestein is James Caan in Misery.
Ah, my legs! What did you do to my legs? I gotta write another story.
Oh God.
We got our Harvey Firestein moment, Kevin.
You know what this movie needs? Harvey
fucking Firestein. I'm so happy. Oh man. All right. Let's real quick. I had asked these two to let me know what each actor's worst movie is. So, Sam, you want to start with Ben Stiller?
Yeah.
You have one in mind?
Ben Stiller. Ooh, that's a tough one. He doesn't really have that many bad ones that I've seen, at least. Let's see. I gotta look here because it's.
He was
tough.
on an episode of Kate and Allie in 1986.
Oh, yeah. Zoolander 2 was terrible.
Yeah.
It
That was a cash grab for sure.
awful. That was just not good. I didn't even give pity laughs in that film. It was terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, that was I don't even think I ended up finishing it. It's been a rough go for sequels to really classic comedies like Zoolander, or Anchorman, or
Right.
Dumb and Dumber.
The
a lot
Anchorman
of
one
them-
wasn't terrible. It's just the timing between it all. You have to hit when it's hitting, or you wait too long and it's just nothing.
I always thought all the Fockers movies were just fucking awful too.
Yeah.
I just felt bad.
Even Meet the Parents, I was never a huge fan of. But Kevin, did you have anything in mind?
For Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Everybody loved him in it, but I hated Simple Jack. That was,
Good one. Underrated role of his was in Cable Guy, where he basically
yeah.
plays the Menendez brothers.
right.
Somebody
Forgot about
killed
that.
my dad, or somebody killed my brother. It was an Asian gang or something.
Some Puerto Rican guy.
Okay. Adam Sandler.
Well, for me, it's Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill is awful.
That
He's
Al
in a-
Pacino in that is so fucking crazy. Having the hots
Wait, is
for
that the-
Adam Sandler dressed as a woman.
Is that the Dunkachino movie?
I think so.
Okay.
It's fucking. I saw it once and I was like, why did I watch this? This is the dumbest thing I've done in a while.
So it's not his worst movie, but it's a really bad movie that I will watch a million times over and over again, and that's Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Oh, God.
It's so bad.
It's so bad, but it's so stupid funny.
Fizzy Bubala.
Oh, my God. It's so bad.
It's so terrible. My ultimate number one terrible Adam Sandler movie is Eight Crazy Nights.
Oh my god, I love Eight Crazy Nights.
Oh god, it's so
I
bad. Like,
love it so much.
does he do every voice in that movie?
Between him and Schneider,
think
pretty
so.
much.
I saw that in the theater.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Going Overboard?
No, I never saw that one.
I
You
saw
need to
Wasn't it
see
like-
that.
Wasn't that like one of his first ones? If
That
not
was his
first?
absolute first feature
Yeah.
film, and it was fucking awful.
I remember Kirk
Yeah.
Douglas and what's his name? The Goldie Hawn movie. That Overboard?
Overboard. Yeah. Adam Sandler was terrible in that Overboard.
I don't remember
Yep.
Adam Sandler.
He was
Kurt
thrown
Russell.
over. He was already thrown overboard.
Oh, Kevin. Underrated role of Adam Sandler in the movie Airheads.
Yeah, he was great in that.
Yeah.
Also, the Do Over, very underrated movie with him and David Spade on Netflix.
I've never seen that.
It's a funny one.
Hmm.
It's like one of the ones where Sandler's actually in a raunchy comedy that he wrote and made, whereas like he's always just producing the ones that are a little bit too much.
Of the like same kind of ilk as Don't Mess with the Zohan, I would put Little Nicky on that.
I love Little Nicky.
That play. Oh, I love it too,
I
but it's
love Little
awful.
Nicky. It's so
It's absolutely
Oh,
awful.
bad,
It's an
but it's so
awful
funny.
movie. Yeah, but
It's so horribly
You
put
gullet
together.
and you swallow. I hope he got like an ass load of money for that movie.
Oh, I
'cause,
hope so.
Yeah,
I've heard he makes
like
a
right in the middle.
kill. I've heard he makes a killing on all his movies.
Probably. I mean, he signed that
Yeah.
giant Netflix deal a few years back, so
Well, because it's half staffed with all his buddies, so I
Right.
think he doesn't really have to
right.
bankroll much.
That's what somebody said. Like Sandler has the best job in the world. He just goes to like exotic, nice ass places with his friends and makes a movie.
Right.
Yeah, That's My Boy was awful.
Oh god, that was so bad.
I'm just going down the list right now.
I, for some
I
reason,
still haven't
own that movie.
Really? I still
Yeah.
haven't seen Uncut Gems. I hear that's really good.
It's very good. It's hard to get through, but it's good.
Probably Kevin Garnett's best movie.
Yeah, arguably.
Good old KG. All
The
right,
Weeknd was
Robin
also
Williams.
very good in it.
Robin Williams movies. We kind of briefly discussed it in pre-show. We're
Jack.
gonna talk about Jack for a moment.
Don't tell Jack that we don't like Jack.
Well, would you consider Jack to be an absolutely horrible movie if you didn't know that it was directed by Francis Ford fucking Coppola? Like,
Please tell me that's
Like-
what he followed Godfather with was just Jack.
well, he didn't really do much after. I honestly think what he did, Rainmaker.
It was Apocalypse Now. It was Godfather, Godfather 2, Apocalypse Now, and then Jack.
And Godfather 3 before Jack.
Oh, Godfather 3, and then Jack.
And then he did Rainmaker, which is really good, but
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, he did Dracula too. I forgot about that.
That
That
should have
wasn't
just
bad.
called Jack Godfather 4.
Yeah.
They've been better received.
Underrated role in a bad movie for Robin Williams. Have you ever seen 9 Months, the Hugh Grant movie?
No.
Okay, he's like a Russian gynecologist, and it's so random. He's only in like 2 scenes, but he's absolutely fucking hysterical in it. Just kind of going down the list here. Popeye is really bad. I don't know
Yeah,
if you've ever
Popeye's
seen it.
bad. Toys isn't all that
They do it-
great.
Didn't he do a terrible movie with Billy Crystal? It was like,
Yeah, where they're like stepdads or whatever. Or what the hell was it called? Let me find it.
Oh, Shakes the Clown.
Father's Day. That was a bad
Yeah,
movie.
Father's Day.
yeah, that's it.
What's
Then
that?
you
One?
did
Didn't he
Flubber.
do one? Didn't he do the one with Travolta? What was that one?
Travolta.
Didn't he do something with him?
Oh my
Yeah, it was called
god.
Old Dogs. They were like lawyers
Yup.
or something, and it became a dog or some shit.
Yumper just reminded me of RV. That's an
RV,
absolutely
yeah.
awful movie. I think he. I wonder how much coke he did before he did that movie.
Oh no, that was
Underrated Robin Williams movie, Death to Smoochie.
yeah.
You ever see that?
Long time ago.
So funny.
I think my dad turned that movie on thinking it was a kid's movie.
My stepdad's not mean, he's just adjusting. He's so vulgar in that movie.
I know.
It's not a spaceship, it's a cock.
Was another hilarious movie, What Dreams May Come. Remember that? That's Robin Williams.
I don't know that one.
But I don't know if I want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a little scared.
Okay. Look it up. He was in Jumanji.
Yeah, Jumanji's great.
Oh, I forgot about Toys. That's
Yeah, Toys was not good. He was the genie in Aladdin?
What?
Huh? I thought that
In
was
the-
Will Smith.
I was gonna say, in the
right
new
out of
one,
this town.
you know, it's pretty racist that Robin Williams did Blueface in that movie.
Racism. All right, John Candy movies. The only one I can think of that's really terrible. Have you ever seen Who's Harry Crumb?
Nope.
It's
But I
real
gotta
bad.
tell
He
you,
plays
there's what was
what were you
this?
saying?
one? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's about he's like a private eye and he wears all kinds of costumes and disguises all the time, and it's real bad. There's a couple of pretty racist scenes where he plays like an Indian repairman from it was like Bombay air conditioning or something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, Nothing But Trouble with Chevy Chase. That movie's pretty rough. John Candy plays himself and his sister. No joke.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, Chevy Chase. Let me think. Who's in that? Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, Demi Moore, Tupac's in it. Tupac sings in it. It's weird. Nobody knows who he is. He's just part of like Digital Underground at that point.
We should do a best comedies with Tupac draft.
Jack's right. He was underrated in Splash. Splash is a good movie. We did not talk about Home Alone.
I was gonna say Home Alone's terrible, so that's a bad movie.
He's only in it.
What's
for like
what's
5
the
minutes.
name? What's the name of their polka band?
The Kenosha Kickers.
That's right.
Tamahushi polka, polka, polka.
It's crazy that he just showed up to set one day and improvised that whole thing.
He was
Like,
he's a
They literally
freaking
didn't have
genius,
lines
man.
for him. He just fucking showed up and was like, yeah, I'll just
mean,
do
he-
something.
All those SCTV guys, they grew up on improv, and that's all
Right.
they knew, pretty much. You know,
Mhm.
like Rick Moranis, Eugene Levy, like all those guys. Like
Aykroyd.
Brewster's Millions was bad.
real bad. He's good in it though.
Yeah.
Theories that he's the devil in Home Alone?
John Candy was excellent. Yeah, did you hear about that?
No.
Look it up. It kind of explains a lot. Like it's actually logical. I mean, as logical as it can be.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I'll have to check into that.
I mean, obviously he was in the Blues Brothers as well. He played a state trooper and follow that.
That's right.
Yeah, he plays a state trooper and follow that bird.
It's a security guard at
Vacation.
Wally World.
Vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wally World. Sorry,
Folks, park's closed. Moose out front should have told you. Has your father ever killed anybody? No. Well, just a dog and my Aunt Edna.
He ends up
right.
having a picnic in Comiskey Park and Only the Lonely.
Only the Lonely is an adorable movie. It's very charming. He's good in it, but Maureen O'Hara is just outstanding.
Who's the lead? Is it Ali Sheedy? That's right.
Ali Sheedy's in it. Yeah, she plays a makeup artist at a funeral home, but she makes everybody up like movie stars. It's pretty fucking funny, actually.
When are we drafting Jim Belushi movies?
Jim Belushi or John Belushi?
Jingle all the way.
Jim. Or just Jim Belushi TV shows.
Well, is Curly Sue's 101, right?
I'm just gonna draft according to Jim 3 times.
That works. All right.
Yumper, I will not be watching a Jim Belushi draft.
You're gonna be in that draft, Yumper. That'll be like Yumper, if you don't do this Jim Belushi draft with me, I'm leaving the network.
Showed up to the negotiation table strong.
Yeah, just show up with everything. Take my pants off, throw them in his face. I'm out. I'm Jim Belushi. Fuck you. Isn't there a movie where he's like a principal and he kicks people's asses?
Yeah, I think is that Joe Somebody?
No, that's the Tim Allen movie.
Yeah, but isn't he the guy in that, or isn't he his counterpart in that? I thought that's what that was.
No, Joe Somebody. He plays like a karate.
You're thinking
Lean on basically me. Steve. Joe Somebody's actually Joe Somebody's actually kind of funny. He plays basically Steven Seagal in that movie. He's like a washed up like kung fu actor.
Lean on me, but Bobcat is Mr. Clark.
They used to call me Mr. Clark. Now they call me Batman. All right. Well, we'll finish it under an hour. How about that, guys?
Look at that.
Let's make it an hour and a half.
No. Let's not. Say you want to add more actors to the draft?
Jim Belushi.
All right. Jim Belushi. Yumper's like, bye, guys. All right. Sam, you got anything you want to plug, buddy?
Yeah. All sports scene folks. Coming at you again this Thursday with AssCast. Next Tuesday we will have another episode of Talking Out Our Ass. Guests to be determined. Hopefully that'll actually happen. It's coming Tuesday. I've had quite a bit of time off of that. But yeah. We'll be putting out some more blogs here shortly on the allsportscene.com. So look out for that, and we're always around.
Awesome. Kevin, you want to plug anything?
You can follow me on Blue Sky along with about 300 bots. I'm also going to be on the Drafty Pod, drafting comedy movies, and yeah.
You just did that.
Oh yeah. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually corner you right now. Write some blogs for us, Kevin, please. You got that fancy journalism degree. Let's use it.
We could be like Woodward and Bernstein.
But all we do is write about minor league baseball.
Hell yeah.
The article about the bathtub donkeys.
Fuck yeah.
And Jim Caviezel movies.
Caviezel. That works. I'm good with that. But all right. I'll be back next week. We're gonna do a music draft next week. It'll be building your own band. So the components of a band: a drummer, singer, bassist, guitar, blah blah blah.
Synthesizer.
Yes. It's gonna play the thing that they play in Revenge of the Nerds. The Roland 303 thing. All right.
George Michael on the woodblock.
Right, exactly. George Michael's on the woodblock. He keeps excellent time.
He's got great.
But yeah, be back next Tuesday. Roxy will be on, as well as Stress Freehorn will be on, and Tony, our guy Tony B. So
what does Tony know about music?
He hosts a podcast about it.
Oh, am I not on that pod?
Oh my! I'm going to actually be on in a couple weeks. But all right, guys, thank you so much, everybody in the chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe, Sadistic Penguin Studios, if you haven't already. And we'll see you again next week. Sam, Kevin, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Bri. Nice meeting you, Sam.
Hey.
We out.